All right, hello, hello, hello. Today is a very exciting day. Today is day one of Frosthaven Enhanced. So I have played thousands of hours on a different tabletop simulator mod, assisted Frosthaven. That is, my understanding could be correct, but basically that is a fan-made version, whereas this is the official release. So, with that being said, I have a ton of experience with the other one. I have very limited experience with this one. I pulled it up earlier. I messed around with it for about 30 minutes. I took a few notes. We'll briefly go through my notes. My very short pros cons list. Then we'll try to play a scenario. See how I feel afterwards. See what all has changed. And we'll go from there. So the very first thing I want to say, this is the official version. The main thing for just a casual schlub like me, is that all of the scans for everything in this have a much higher resolution, and they look much nicer. You can see we've got the little licensing blurb. This is on basically all of the cards now. Which looks weird to me. It would take some getting used to for that to always be there. But the main thing is that these cards look really crisp and clean, which is really nice. Unrelated to this, but I am recording in a different format so that I can just upload it straight to YouTube without having to process it through a different thing first. Should make it easier for me to upload things, but it also means that I can't merge parts together. Also, I don't know exactly what the quality is going to be like. And I don't know if the voice is going to desync, if the audio video is going to desync. We'll figure all that stuff out together. But I can tell you, this looks much prettier to me than the other version does. Hopefully it does to you guys as well. So that's the first thing I want to say. This version looks much better, for the most part. Some of the things look very different, which to me is jarring, but that's just because I have so much experience with the other version. Everything in this is all built in one. It's all built together right into Tabletop Simulator. So we've got this initiative tracker, and we get this whole player interface thing. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. It's nice for it to all be in one place. I would imagine, especially if you're trying to play online with other people, it will be much easier for it all to just be built into this. The biggest issue I have with it, number one, I have something in my eye right now, but number two, I am very used to the Frosthaven assistant, so playing without that is very, very strange to me. Also, the Frosthaven assistant, it's been out for a couple years. It's had a lot of time to get streamlined, to be optimized to look prettier, and Tabletop Simulator itself, I don't think, as a program, runs very well. I don't think it is very efficient in everything that it does. And so for me, I have a bad computer, and Tabletop Simulator eats up a ton of memory. And so I ran some... Wow. Right when you launch the mod, it's running even more. They're taking even more memory. So I did some testing on this version versus the other one earlier. I loaded Scenario 1, A Town in Flames, in both versions. Earlier, when I tested it, this version, Frosthaven Enhanced, was taking 2.7 thousand megabytes of memory, whereas in Assisted Frosthaven, it was taking 1.8. So, it was about a 50% increase, or exactly a 50% increase in the amount of memory that it was taking up, which for me, someone who has a relatively bad computer, is very, very noticeable. Just when I pan around, it's very jagged and it's not smooth. The loading times are a lot longer. This is definitely my biggest complaint, and I don't know if it's something that's fixable. I don't know if there are optional things that we can delete and remove. Like in the other version, you could delete the Gloomhaven box, and that would save you like almost 1,000 megabytes of memory. I don't think that... I tried deleting this Frosthaven box earlier, and it did not help. So it runs quite poorly, and I don't know if that's because of the initiative tracker and the player interface and everything being built into it. I don't know if that's something that could be optimized. But for someone with a bad computer, that can be frustrating. Back to another thing that I really like. They built some hotkeys directly into it for when you're controlling multiple characters by yourself in these game keys right here. So with the other version, you had to run an external, a third-party mod to switch your player characters. But in this, we can just hit 1, 2, 3 and switch between characters quite nicely. So I very much enjoy that. Okay, let's get on into loading some characters and playing a scenario. I don't know who I'm gonna play. Well, I mean, let's play Blinkblade. I've never shown any Blinkblade on this channel, even though it's the Frosthaven character that I've put the most time into, which I think is kind of funny. Also, after loading the Blinkblade, we are down on memory. We're at 2.4 thousand megabytes right now. Very interesting. I am not good with computers. All I can do is tell you that I'm at 29% CPU usage and 45% memory usage. I can read the numbers off Task Manager. I love the Banner Spear. Let's play a Banner Spear. You know what? I'm curious how... Oop, it's lagging. There we go. I'm curious how the Drifter is going to work with keeping track of our ticks. So you can see that it loaded cards straight down here for us, which is nice. I like that it puts the cards in, and, you know, they're right below your player mats, which is kind of nice. The player mats are very long. I can see why they made them this long, because they put support for 5 players in. We could add a 4th and a 5th player. And so the player mats are long so that they can all fit here right under the game board. But, I mean, all computers they have a horizontal layout, right? So it's a little bit weird to... You can either see like half of the player mat at a time, or you can be really zoomed out and not really be able to read anything. For example, when I switch to player 2, you know, say I have 2 cards played, I mean, I can't really read what those 2 cards are, you know? So I don't know if we can switch these cameras. I didn't really look around for it. Can we like hold this down or something to... No. So I'll have to mess around with it a little bit more and see if we can change this camera. I mean, for now, for me, I don't like such a direct view. I want to be able to... Oh no, my inexperience is showing. I don't know if there's a way to... I would like it if I could like input an angle for this. Oh. But, you know, I want to be able to use cameras to quickly read the cards. So we'll place some cameras right here so that we can see what we're doing. But yeah, so it's nice that when you can switch characters really quickly and easily, but then, I mean, this view gives me very little to look at that I can actually read without having to zoom in first. And then it's putting us at a very jarring camera angle. So I would like to be able to change those cameras. Let's keep this camera angle and put a camera up here, because I don't like the one that it has for the board either. I do not remember what else was... Okay, so this is the next thing that I will complain about. But this one is fixable. This one I have a solution for. Let's put this player interface on. We will sort the cards in player 1 to put them in initiative order. And then we can take out Overdrive, Hit and Run, and Borrowed Time are the cards that I won't be using. So you can see we can kind of see the cards down here, but they are covering each other. The reason for that, our hand is just cramped. So if you press F8, it will pull up the Gizmo tool. And you can see that this box is the box that our hand goes into. So we can just select this. And I messed around with this earlier until I found some numbers that worked. The vertical axis is Z, and like what I would think of as the Z axis is Y, but that's not super important. So we can change the size of this box to make it significantly larger. We need to change its positioning. You'll see why on this one, because when we change this to 32, our Blinkblade is now going to scoop up a bunch of these Banner Spear cards. That's not a very big deal, though. Ooh. change this to 32, and just get this one out of the way. And now F1 to go back to where we can see our cards. Down here. Just pull these cards out of here. And now we can see almost all of the cards, and we can read them much better. It'll be easier to see once we pull some of these out. Sort hand 3. Let's see. I don't generally use Unbreakable. Think I don't normally take Sustained Momentum. I mean, this doesn't really matter, right? We're just gonna speed run through a scenario real quick. Not actually. I mean, I have an actual speedrun route. We will not be doing that. And then down here, we just need to draw these cards into our hand, and then we can sort it. So they're going to be staggered now, but this way it's larger, and we can actually read the cards rather than them overlapping each other. Okay, so we have leveled off now that all the characters are loaded all the way at 2,500 megabytes. Did I pull cards out on everybody? I guess this is still too many cards. Incendiary Throw and at all costs. Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where are the other two? Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say that did not feel like enough cards. That makes sense. And I think we've got all that loaded. We just click this button and it will give us our items real quick. I'll take Boots of Speed on Drifter. I like to be able to underspeed priests when they get their evil cards. Winged Shoes, Poison Dagger for Blink Blade, that's fine. We'll just grab some stuff real quick, right? And then let's just go Winged Shoes and Heater Shield on to Banner Spear. Oh, I guess technically we would get retirement goals. I haven't done that yet. Okay, here they are. If I just grab one, is it going to be randomized? Yeah, this is number 8, so I think it is. Number 2? Okay, cool. Alright, we'll just put retirement goals on these people. It works. Okay, I think we can go ahead and load scenario 1, get into it, see how I feel at the end. One thing that really threw me off that I thought was a mistake, and it turns out actually is not, was this difficulty selector here. So the formula for Frosthaven was changed when you do solo mode. Basically, it adds a half level of difficulty now rather than a full level of difficulty. So if you hit open information here, it shows you average party level of 2, which it's not. Like, our average party level is still 1, but it adds you to calculate monster difficulty. You take the average party level divided by 2. So going up to average party level of 2 still leaves us with monster level 1. So this average party level threw me off and made me think that they were going by the Gloomhaven rules rather than the Frosthaven ones, but they're not. So let's just switch to this and come up here, get rid of those ugly start squares, set a camera. Now, this is not right. They should have more health than this. Yeah, it still shows them as level 1 monsters. So I guess you have to have the difficulty set before you load the scenario. They're still okay. We can just delete them. Yeah, it's definitely running laggier. Makes it a lot harder to play. Okay, I like this. I like this spawn button. This is a little bit fancier and seems to work a little bit better. Okay, and now they have the right stats. So he goes there, and this guy goes here. I do believe that is correct placement. Let's see. We don't really need to worry about which battle goals we do. So we'll just grab these and be on our merry way. I like that it automatically gives the battle goals to each player. I don't have any method for collecting them yet. Oh no. It can be figured out, I'm sure. A fast, efficient way to do this. There we go. We got it. Put these back. Okay. Oh, I feel so incompetent right now. Okay, let's try to play a level. So add this enemy interface, and I think we can get going. So we'll probably use characters. Generally speaking, I think that's a good idea. I think I like this as an idea. So Blink Blade, we can switch between fast and slow right here and manipulate our time tokens on our character. I like that. Do we have time tokens to put on our mat too if we wanted to? I personally would not want to. It looks like we don't have the hourglass time tokens. You could just use these. Oh, they don't even have... you can add... Nope, it's not F9. It's F10. You can add little magnetic pips here if you wanted to track it there, and then this would snap to it. Not important, but that's something you can do if you wanted to track your time tokens there. I like being able to see it on here, but anyway. Moving on. Yeah, let's just make a quick plan here. So, you know, just for anybody who says that Banner Spear is a bad character, that hurts my feelings because I love the Banner Spear. I think she's fantastic. And so, you know, we'll take this as an excuse to... I keep pressing 5 because in the other version you can press 5 to sort your hand. I don't know if there is a way to put this sort hand command on a hotkey, but it would be very nice for me if we could do that. If it doesn't exist in the game, it would be very nice if you could. Okay, so what I'm thinking here, we're going to do Javelin. We can move 1 and then pull something from range 3. We can pull this Priest, and then I will be in formation to go for a tip of the spear. Using the Drifter as my buddy, we can get attack 3 into both of these guys, and we can pierce the shield on the Priest. So that'll be the Banner Spear plan. What's nice is that 21 initiative is going to work pretty well for us, because if the Priest gets his 8 or his 9, he's just going to hit our city guard here, and then if he's slower than that, we don't really care. I guess the heal card would be kind of suck. That'll be at 23. None of that matters. So Drifter, we're probably just gonna... Yeah, let's just play Crushing Weight and Relentless both here. We'll just get a bunch of ticks set up. We're just standing here to be a meat sack for the Banner Spear to use. Blink Blade, I basically always just want to go slow on turn 1 for Blink Blade. Maybe Sand in the Hourglass isn't going to get play here. The problem is that this Archer isn't closer. Actually, I think we could go for a really nice turn 2 here, especially if we can keep these two monsters right here next to each other. And so I'm just going to go late with Drive Recharge and play a lot of movement. So we'll play Drive Recharge with Kinetic... We'll do Cascading Reaction. And then I've got a nice plan cooked up for turn 2 that we will get to see shortly. Is that everybody? Okay, it looks like we got everybody, so we can just hit start round here. Wait, where's the... Oh, I have to load the monster interface on every character. That's interesting. Okay, we can hit start round. It feels so weird to me to not be, like, looking to the other screen to see Xhaven. So this is definitely one of my complaints. This initiative tracker is ugly. I like, you know, my Blink Blade, we went slow. So let's increase our time tokens by 1. So, I mean, they've got this indicator here to show whether you are fast or slow, but we can't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to determine which initiative the Blink Blade is using, but Assisted Frosthaven does it just fine with Xhaven Assistant. So anyway, so it throws that extra 1 in there, and then in order this would be my biggest complaint. We have the stat values listed here for the priest: move 3, attack 3. But when we click on the card to see what he got, it doesn't say 4 or 3 plus 1. It just says default move. Also, it's just like a super plain black background. Maybe I'll pull up my Xhaven real quick and I can show it. Just so we can get the comparison. And then I can just switch to this. No. This. So, I mean, the cards here, they're fancy looking. Xhaven does do the math for you, which is much, much nicer. So it has the exact values that they'll be using. But, it's colorful. Like, it's red. It's got the name for the cards. When we go back to Tabletop Simulator, I mean, it's just kind of a boring black. You have to do the math, so you have to, like, look here and then check the stat card. And it doesn't have the names for the cards. Like, there's nothing wrong with knowing that 55 is the guard's strengthened. I don't remember what the card's called, but it's strengthened to something. Anyway, close Xhaven to save as much memory as possible. So I would assume that this is something that will be improved, but this is much harder to look at. Anyway, so we can go ahead and get started. So this is target 2 out of the priest. See, for a second I thought this was only a move 1, but it's move plus 1, so it's move 4. So he can move onto this difficult terrain. Range 3 on the attack. It's a reduced damage attack, so it'll be an attack for 2. Let's see, we can hit either Drifter or Banner Spear. I probably want Banner Spear to be the secondary focus. The primary focus will be the City Guard, and secondary will be the Banner Spear. So we'll go City Guard, and he drew a -1, and the City Guard has 2 shields, so it does no damage, and they don't attack, so we don't need to add a curse. And in the Banner Spear, it missed, so we don't even need to use our shield. I think it's a little bit sad that when you draw these cards, you have to be looking directly here. They give you this nice interface to draw the modifier, and then you don't actually get to see the card. You just see a little text blurb of what the card said. It would be nice if the card would like pop up here or something and then move down there. That's what it does in Assisted Frosthaven, so that you can actually see the card itself without having to. Because, if you're looking here, you're not looking at the board. If you're looking at the board, then you're not looking at the card, and it just feels a little disjointed. Let's make sure to give the curse. Banner Spear is player 2, so we'll add a curse. I think that this solo interface can be pretty decent. I can also see myself making a lot of mistakes with it, though, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And now the priest is done, and we're on Banner Spear's turn. So I don't actually even need to pull this guy into position because he put himself there. But I mean, we'll still go there anyway, right? So I'll still move 1 with Javelin. I guess we're on player 2, so we'll show the cards real quick. Move 1, I can pull, but I don't need to. Tip of the Spear, so we'll grab an experience point. And attack 3, so first into the guard and then into the priest. Guard priest 3/3. This is player 2. And we crit and draw a -2. So this will do 6. And only 1 damage right here, unfortunately. So crit and -2. And that finished that. 32. What is 32 out of the Archer? Is that I think it's the short-ranged card? I'm not sure. we'll just click. It is the short range card. Normal move, strong attack, but at reduced range. So normal move is 2. Normal attack is 4. So this will be an attack for 5. Since the Banner Spear has moved up, needs to move 1, 2, and then it'll be in range. I don't mind this, though, because it means the archer's coming close, and we got missed earlier, so we haven't taken a ton of damage. So an attack for 5. It'll deal 6, and then we have a shield to... Oh. I guess there's no button to push to automatically rotate the card for you, so you just have to manually rotate it. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's easy to do, but you know, if you could just put a button to switch it sideways, that would be kind of nice. So I believe we need to take 5, which is a lot. I was not planning to take that much damage, but I guess that is what it is. That'll finish the guard, or the archer, and then now this is the strength and stealth card, right? Yeah. So reduced move, but he doesn't need to move. Default attack, so a +1 will actually kill us. So let's not get that. Nice. -1, so it'll deal 3 damage, and then he gets strengthened. I did do a condition earlier, so you just come down here and bring a condition card and drop it, or token, and it'll put it on him. Now, will this automatically expire? We will have to see. I also am kind of not a fan. This is definitely not a big deal. But the health bars are colored, and I prefer like green and red. Like, you know, I like the system of like green for a full health bar. As you take damage, it turns yellow. As you take more damage, it turns red. You know, I saw this and I was like, yellow. Oh, I'm mid health range, but obviously I'm very low, and it's just because the Drifter's health bar is always gray. I don't know. I think that adds like a little bit of confusion. I personally prefer just your default colored health bars. Oh, okay, so I guess there's an item you can get. I believe it's a starting item that can increase your max health. So I guess you just click here to do that. That's very nice. That's very intuitive and easy to do. I like that. That finished the guard, so now we're on nobody's turn because the Blink Blade did not go fast. It went slow. Drifter. Let's hit 3 to switch. But yeah, I mean, we switch players. It automatically sets us at this camera. And I mean, this is just way too zoomed out to do anything. You know, we can't see all of our items if we had any bag potion items. I'm not sure what these slots even are. You know, like the Drifter has a perk, for example, to bring an extra hand item. So I guess you could do that. And then there are a couple other things that let you carry extra items. I guess if you have items that you sub in, like some scenarios you use winged shoes, some scenarios you use boots of speed or something, you could keep those down here. But we don't really need that row, and it's just a little bit awkward that you come to the camera that it presets for you, and you can't immediately see what you're doing. Also, I don't like that perspective, although maybe this one is a little bit too far in. So I'm playing Crushing Weight and Relentless here. So, okay, if we put him there, it's just automatically going to put him here. And are the trackers... Okay, so these trackers are... They do have the magnets set on them, which is nice. So we don't have to add those. Now, I'm very worried about these ticks, about it being difficult to track these ticks, because if you're going back and forth between the scenario and between your play chart... And see, I had set my camera to be here so that I could easily see the cards that I'm playing, but then I need to move it down here to be able to see the ticks. Maybe that's not going to be a big deal. I mean, can we... We can see what cards are here while we have the ticks. I'm not sure. I'm not sold yet. But anyway, we just activate both of these. So Crushing Weight on our next 6 melee attacks, add +2. And then the next 6 times we're attacked, add Retaliate 2. And then now it is Blink Blade. And so we've got Drive Recharge and Cascading Reaction. I'm just going to do this move 3 on Cascading Reaction. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we've got a default attack 2. I'm going to do that into the Priest, and I'm going to add my Poison Dagger. That's right, gotta do this. So just a default attack 2. This is player 1. It's going to deal no damage because it has 2 shields, but we will drag a poison onto his head. And that is it. We have finished turn 1 in the round. Blinkblade has the easiest plan here. We are going to go fast. I guess I'll go ahead and take the token now. We're going to play Power Leak with Sand in the Hourglass and Sap Speed. Don't worry about there being 3 cards. I mean, I guess technically I wouldn't play Sap Speed yet, right? But that's going to be the plan. What do we want to do with Banner Spear here? We're going to need to heal. It would be nice to do some damage to this Priest. If we go after Blinkblade, I think this guard is very likely to be dead. So we can go shortly after Blinkblade, move forward, hit the Priest with combined effort here. 18 initiative would be very good for that. And so if we just have Drifter go fast and get in this Archer's face, then Drifter can tank the Archer for us. Priest would be targeting the Blinkblade, and I'm all around very happy here. The only thing that screws me over is if the Priest gets its 8, because it got 9 this last turn, so we know it can't get 9 because that's not a shuffle. Both of its shuffles are its 23s. So as long as we don't see 8, it would be very sad because Blinkblade would get disarmed. And then we wouldn't want to play that 3rd card. But we'll go at 18 initiative with combined effort. That's a risk I'm willing to take. 1 and 7. And then Drifter. Oh, actually, you know what? We can play around it, because I can go really fast with Drifter and get right here. And this is why I took Boots of Speed on Drifter, because now I can underspeed the 8 on Priests, which can be very annoying. So what do we want to do? How do we want to get there? If we're underspeeding 8, we have to play Prudent Preparation. And then I need a move 3 to guarantee that this plan will work. So we'll have to go Prudent Preparation. We don't have any of our ticks used, so I guess maybe just Deadly Shot here to get this move 4. Is that everybody? Did we... Okay, that's everybody. So we can start the round. We got 23 out of the Priest, so that's the heal card. Yeah, I don't know what the best way to show this, to show it quickly and easily on the initiative tracker, what all the monsters are doing for the round. You know, as someone with a lot of experience, I know that the 23 is the default move and heal for 3 at range 3 card. Guards 50, I think that's just going to be, that's his nothing special, right? His default move, default attack. 56 from Archers is their multi-target card, I believe, which I guess means that Banner Spear... Well, no. The targets will be Drifter, and then we can choose either Banner Spear or Blinkblade, so we'll choose Blinkblade. Yeah, it is the reduced damage multi-target. But Drifter first. So we did Deadly Shot for the default move, and then we'll just do a default attack with Prudent Preparation. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get an attack 4 into this Archer. With our Crushing Weight, so that'll give us an experience. That's not that bad. How do we draw the attack modifiers? I guess I just have to come over here. It would be nice if there were like a draw button right here, because if I'm going to come here to move my Crushing Weight anyway, it would be nice to have a button. This is player 3, right? Nice, that's beautiful. So it was an attack for 4. It does 5. Which means that this guy's going to die to our Retaliate when he hits us, which is quite lovely. And that'll finish Drifter's turn. So now we're on Blinkblade. Blinkblade gets to be nice and fancy here. We're not going at 47, we're at 17. So we played Power Leak. Attack for 4. If you do not have poison, poison yourself to add a target and gain an experience. So let's poison ourselves. Get an experience, and now we have attack 4 hitting 2 targets. So first into the guard. Okay, we deal 2 damage, and then into the priest. It's attack for 4. He's poisoned, so it's 5, but he has 2 shield. So 5 minus 3, he takes 2, so both of them end up taking 2. Which is a little underwhelming. And then we have Sand in the Hourglass. So heal 2, targeting ourselves and all adjacent allies. I don't believe we have any adjacent allies. So that'll remove the poison, and then at the end of our turn, we can pay a token to play a card and immediately perform the top or bottom action. So we're going to do Sap Speed. We are already fast, so this will be attack 3 with advantage and experience. So attack 3 targeting both. So this will take our other token. We removed our poison. Nice. We can just click on it to remove it. That's very nice. I was planning on this guard being dead, so hopefully we pull +1. We've already pulled some bad modifiers. I think I'm going to go guard first and then the priest. So we need a +1 to kill. Nice. Okay, so we got the +1 on the second card. So we deal 4 damage. Okay, and you click defeat to kill them. That works, I guess. And then now the attack for 3, 4 because he's poisoned with advantage into the... So 4 minus 2 damage for his shield, he will take 2. We really did not do very much damage to that guy, but that's okay. Also, I targeted in the right order, because if I had targeted reversed, I would not have killed that guard. And now we are directly into Banner Spear. Oh, I haven't tried looting yet, so we will have to see how exactly this works. So Banner Spear is just going to default move with Driving Inspiration here. And then we'll do Combined Effort. So with the Blink Blade, actually either way, Blink Blade or Drifter, we can use either of them to get this formation. It's attack for 3, 4 because of the poison, and it will wound. So it does 2 damage, and it will wound this priest, who is now suffering from a little bit of everything. Okay, I guess the archer is not going to die, because the priest takes his turn now. So he just stands here. Oh no. So the archer has suffered 5 damage, the priest has suffered 8, so the priest will heal himself, but he is poisoned, so the heal will just remove those negative conditions. And then he just stands still. The guard is dead. I don't know if it just doesn't know that the guards are dead because there was the initial one that I just deleted, or if the initiative tracker just always shows them. I would assume the initiative tracker is just always going to show them. We won't be able to test that in this scenario. And then this archer, he has multi-target, so we'll have him hit the drifter first. Reduced attack, so it's attack for 3. And it's going to deal 2 damage, and then he is going to take 2 retaliate from the drifter's Relentless, which will get another experience, and he's dead, and we can end the round. Now, is this going to loot... Okay, so did it automatically loot it when I moved to the priest? I did not see. Did we get a... No. So it didn't automatically loot a token for us, but it did remove said token. So how do I... I guess I just draw a loot card? I assume these are shuffled, and it's at 20, which means that it has reduced the number of loot cards, so I assume this has got to be right, and then we can just put it right there. Now, is it going to automatically add my loot at the end of the scenario? I don't know. I might be doing something wrong with the loot. What if we... You know, okay, next time I'm going to try putting a loot token on a character, the same way we do with a condition, and we'll test and see if that works, if that gets it. I believe we can end the round here. And it didn't give us another loot token. No, it did not. Okay, well, just one guy to kill. This should be quite easy. I'm thinking I'm going to regroup myself to start regenerating. We can just Resolved Courage to increase the damage that Drifter does and regroup myself. That seems pretty good. I could also just, like, move 3 and go for a pincer movement. But I would like to go ahead and get that heal going. Drifter, we've got Fortitude here. This seems really good. Fortitude with Precision Aim to start getting some ticks back. Only problem is that this is a little bit slow. We can use the boots to go down at 21, though, to underspeed. Did it put my card? No, it was lagging. And then Blink Blade, we haven't... I don't know, let's just... I guess we can just move 3, loot 1, so we'll play Kinetic Transfer with Temporal Displacement slow. That seems fine. And go. Okay, we got 74. That's the single target extra damage. Yeah, reduced move, single target extra damage. Ranged attack. So Banner Spear is going to set Resolved Courage, add +1 to the next attack performed by you or an adjacent ally, and then just heal herself for 2 and get Regenerate. As she's the one who suffered damage. And then Drifter is next. So we will do Fortitude with Crushing Weight. So it's attack for 3, +2 to 5, and then +1 from the, what's her name? And we pierce all of his shields. So we kill with a -2. This is player 3, right? Yeah, player 3. Okay, that definitely kills. That overkills by a significant amount. Defeat this guy. And then we've got move 2. Let's try... No. That did not give me loot. So when I put the character on the loot... Nothing happens. Okay, so when I put the character on the loot and I finish its turn by going to the next person in initiative, why did the loot that Banner Spear stepped on disappear? If this loot's not disappearing. That seems very strange. I must be doing something wrong. We get a Snow Thistle. I guess I'll just delete it, because I don't know. And then we went slow on Blink Blade, so we'll just go 1, 2, 3, and then we do a loot 1, so we get 2 tokens. Rock Root, and we're playing 3 players, so that's 1 wood. And we finish the round. Okay, so it did know that those monsters were gone, actually. So it just doesn't remove them when you kill all of them from the initiative tracker, but then it didn't place them on the next turn. So we can just play No Remorse. Oh, also on the Drifter's move, I was able to move back one of my ticks. And then we should be able to do that again. Oh, no, I don't have any more to do that. Okay, well, that's kind of a mistake. We can just play No Remorse and move up towards the door. Same thing with Blink Blade. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to go slow here. And I don't believe there is. So we'll just go fast and we'll just get all the way over there. And then... Oh, oops. Looks like we'll just be doing this move 4. And that'll work just fine. Start the round. So Banner Spear gets regenerated. Moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Blink Blade and Drifter, does it have the initiatives correct? 20 and 70 and 20 and 24. So it does. So Blink Blade gets to move 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then gets to move 2 and gain an experience with Twin Strike. And then the Drifter, I guess, is just going to move 1. and heal 3 on its good old buddy old pal, with no remorse. Okay, I mean, we're basically ready. We could just long rest everybody here. I'm gonna go ahead and long rest Blink Blade right now. I wish I had more ways to get tokens back, but that's fine. So we'll just... Oh, okay, I guess we have to hit long rest. And now we can start the round? Okay. So we get to heal 1 here and do nothing, heal here and do nothing, but we long rested slow. I do like that that if you mess up, like slow or fast, you can switch it during a round. So that's one benefit of it playing both of them. And then now we can just end this round. So let's get the long rest here. We'll keep Twin Strike. We'll keep Blurry Jab. Although, interestingly, in my speedrun route, Blurry Jab is actually the card that I drop right here. In general, it's just a very good card, though. So we'll hold on to it. I use Cascading Reaction in the first room. Let's just drop Blurry Jab. Let's show the strats. Although I can't really, because Drifter opens the door, and Drifter doesn't have enough move. And I don't want to leak my strats. Okay, I like that the remove player, you have to right click to do it, because I accidentally just left clicked on it and it does nothing, so that's good. Now we can long rest the other 2 characters. Man, that was so laggy. And I have to come here to sort in initiative order. We'll play Drive Recharge to get up to 4 tokens here. And bottom, just a bottom that doesn't matter. Experimental Adjustment, I think, makes sense as a card that we don't really need. Yeah, I wish I had saved Blurry Jab. Dropped like Sap Speed or something. It's okay. It's okay. We can start the round. I guess we have to click long rest, don't we? And so we went slow, so we gained a token. We'll play Drive Recharge, so we get 2 more. We'll get to Bless. That is a lost card. We also ward ourselves. Is this also copyright free? Okay, it looks like it is. Okay. This says that it's copyright free, so hopefully it will be. Oh man, I hate that angle, that default, like, almost top-down, straight-down angle. I think we finished that, so we can just do the long rest now on these characters. Get this heater shield back. Ah, this is in the way. Let's see. I could drop Driving Inspiration. I generally don't find much use, although opening a door with a ranged attack is kind of nice. Maybe we drop Unbreakable Will. It's a little hard to line that up in this scenario because everything's going to be super spread out in the second room. Similar thing for Tip of the Spear, though. Maybe we drop Regroup. Let's drop Regroup. We don't need to be moving allies too much. Sword Hand 2. I guess we'll leave this here because we'll need to do the same thing for Drifter. Search. A card to drop. We want to keep Fortitude to be able to pierce some shield. Maybe Violent Inheritance? Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I like the bottom loss on Violent Inheritance, but we don't need to put too much thought into it. I think we're pretty much done here. We've learned quite a bit, I would say. And we can end this round, and we should be ready to go. Should be ready to open this door. I want Drifter to open it the most, so do I have a big move to play with Deadly Shot? Not really. So maybe I just play Deadly Shot bottom. Let's see. I like Draining Arrows with Deadly Shot either way. Or we'll just figure out which one we're playing for what, when, and where. I would like a lot of movement, but I need a lot of movement slowly. I guess I don't have to go fast. I could go slow. Something like kinetic transfer plus cascading reaction would get me 4 move while slow. But maybe I'll just do Sand in the Hourglass with, like... Sand in the Hourglass with Twin Strike, I think, would give me enough movement. Although I don't want... I don't want to play Sand in the Hourglass here. I want to play it on the next turn. Let's go slow and play Kinetic Transfer. And... I probably want to play Cascading Reaction on the following turn. I think I want to do Cascading Reaction with Sand in the Hourglass, and then either Sap Speed or Power League as the third card, which means we're probably not playing Twin Strike or Temporal Displacement, so I guess we'll play Twin Strike, and we could get a double hit out of it, even while slow. And then we just need Banner Spear. I guess opening the door with Driving Inspiration makes the most sense. So I could open the door on Banner Spear rather than Drifter. That might be a little bit better. It's fine. Let's go late with this move 4, and we'll play Driving Inspiration just to make sure that we can do some damage, and then we'll just get going here. So, Drifter first. We went slow on Blink Blade. So, Drifter, I think we're going to do the move 4. Let's see. If we move 3, we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Wait. I'm trying to count the squares, but I can't see them. Let's do the move 3. We'll do the move 3, and then we can poison something no matter what. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, open. Okay, let's just do this. I think this one is louder. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, what do we have going on here? We opened the door and it didn't give us monsters. So what do we do? Can we... No, that didn't... See, I hate feeling stupid like this because it's probably something simple. But I do not know what it is. I guess I could end the round. Are these the same cards that they had last time? I think they are, right? Because we killed the archer when he had this. Yeah, and we killed the priest when he had this. Okay, so do I just draw? Okay, okay, there we go. Wait, did any of these need to shuffle? No, okay. They all need to shuffle this time, but none of them needed to last time. Okay, so we got... Okay, so... You know, I hadn't even, like, realized that this whole section was here. This is very nice to have. So maybe with this, you don't even need the initiative tracker. I don't know. It's nice to have it listed here and to be able to click here to see it. But it's just so frustrating that... I mean, why don't they just put this here instead of this pop-up, you know? Like, these are already scanned into the game. I have no idea how difficult that would or would not be. So let's see. Guards are standing still and retaliating. That's fine for me. Drifter gets to finish his turn first, though. So we went 1, 2, 3, and then we've got a range 4 attack. Okay, so I am in range to hit this archer, who is the one I want to target the most. There are 2 more archers than I was expecting there to be, because I don't play this scenario on 3-player normally, or in when I speedrun. Is that where that priest is? It all looks very different. You know, because the tiles are higher resolution, but then also like these outlines are very thick. Also, I don't really like the white on the debris and stuff like that, and on the rubble. I don't know. So what are we doing? I'm like so lost and confused. Okay, I need to do my attack with Drifter, right? So I move forward with Draining Arrows. I'm not next to any enemies, so I don't get the thing. Deadly Shot, it's not going to use any of my charges. We got Powerful Hit out of archers, right? So this is not a good place to be standing. It is also where I will be standing, though. So that's very rough. I definitely wish that that had not happened. Blinkblade and Banner Spear are both slow, so we're not going to be able to improve this at all. That's okay. Killing Elite Archer needs to be the #1 priority, I think. So we will do our ranged attack into that. So it's an attack for 1 with poison. And it'll deal no damage, but it'll poison. I guess it's nice that that didn't poison, so now all of the guards will go, and they just set shield and retaliate, which is nice. I would have been screwed had they been attacking. Okay, this guy's here, but it shouldn't change any focus. This guy was always running this way. Oh man, how is it running now? 2.6. And that is really not. Okay. So all the guards went. The priest is moving. It's his default move, which is a move 2. So he needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So he wants to go this way. So he goes 1, because he can't move anymore. And then he has the same heal priority on himself or the archer, so we'll have him heal himself rather than the archer, so that we don't remove the poison. Since neither of them has suffered any damage, he would heal either one. Blinkblade is not at 36 because we went slow. So it's the archers. And yeah, it's range 5, so they're definitely all in range. They're definitely all closest to the Drifter. So this is attack for 6, 5, 5. So we need one of them to miss. We get a -2. So we take 4. 5. So we're down to 1. And so we just need this next one to miss. Easy. I guess we can move here. So miss. No, it did not miss. So we will get rid of a card. We'll just drop Precision Aim. Don't need to spend much time. That'll finish the archers. And now it is the Blinkblade. Blinkblade, no clue what I played. Kinetic Transfer and Twin Strike. And we're slow, so we'll do a move 3, and then we'll have attack 1, attack 2. So 1, 2, 3. What's really unfortunate about this is that it's almost kind of overkill to go into this archer, but the guard set his retaliate, so I don't want to go into him, and I don't reach this archer. So I guess I'll just move here. Let's attack for 1 into the archer, and it does nothing. And then we'll attack for 2 into the guard, and we will throw I long rested and I didn't recover this, so we'll throw the poison dagger into the guard with the attack 2. We get a +1 to ignore the shield, so he'll take 2 damage. He'll get poisoned. I will take 2 retaliate, which ward will reduce down to 1. And then now he took at least some damage and is poisoned for the next round. And that will finish the Blink Blade. Yeah, attack 1, attack 2 with the move 3. And now Banner Spear. I don't remember what I played. Move 4, and then we have Tip of the Spear or Driving Inspiration. I don't believe... Yeah, I can't move 2 to Tip of the Spear anywhere. So we'll just move 4. Let's see. What can we do? If I go here, I can use Javelin to pull either the Archer here or pull this Archer in. Unfortunately, Javelin is not going to be able to... I can't stand here. If I were standing here and I pulled this Archer in, that would be nice, but we can't do that. We're not going to have enough range for that. So I'll just go 1, 2, 3 to this spot, and I guess I'll attack this top Archer. Although I was saying that I really wanted to get this elite. That's okay. We'll go for this top Archer. It's attack for 2, and it'll set light. It's advantage, right? Yeah. Okay, so we dodged the miss. That's nice. And it'll deal 2 damage. Which is not much, but it's something. It's a thing. Let's see. I'm wondering if there's any chance that this next turn I just play Javelin with Rallying Cry bottom. That would be kind of nice. Another nice thing would be Javelin bottom with Rallying Cry top onto this elite guard. Or if I could move Drifter forward up to here, or maybe I finish Blinkblade's turn right here, and then I could pull the Archer forward to get combined effort. Or if I move Blinkblade here, I pull the Archer in for Rallying Cry. We've got options. We've got options. Yeah, none of the guards moved. These guys don't move. The Priest ran this way. Okay, so this Priest is an issue. This Archer is an issue, and I believe... No, the base attack on these guys is only 1 higher than these, so we don't need to... This guy's not like a super priority. Let's look at Blinkblade first, because Blinkblade has the coolest stuff to do here. We're in position here. We can get a Sand in the Hourglass. So the question is, do we want to Power Leak or Cascading Reaction? Now, the really nice part about Cascading Reaction is we would get to move. I guess we don't really want to move, though, because we want to do sap speed, but we don't want to go at sap speed, right? That's like the big downside to this card. Like, obviously, hitting 2 targets for 3 with advantage at level 1 is amazing, but 45 initiative is really bad. So the easiest and best way to play this card is to pair it with Sand in the Hourglass. So I guess we would do Power Leak. It's going to do more damage than Cascading Reaction. Attack 4, attack 3 with advantage is very likely to kill this Archer, which means that we wouldn't need the wound. We aren't getting the wound onto this guy, but I think it's fine. I think we just go for that. It means that we don't get to move to help Banner Spear. It's also going to take one of our tokens, and we will be fast. So now on to Banner Spear. I think we go slow here. I definitely think we're going slow. Let things come up to us and hit us. So maybe Unbreakable Wall is the play. I don't hate the idea of Unbreakable Wall with Javelin. In order to make it work, we're going to have to move, but I think I'm okay with that. I also would not hate... like Javelin to step here and combined effort to like go for this guard or something, because we do want to get this guard. He's definitely not dying just to Blink Blade. Combined effort would be good. Maybe Rallying Cry is best. So let's go slow and play Rallying Cry and try to go into it with a Javelin. Drifter is a problem. I don't think I really opened the door aggressively enough. So I could go No Remorse. No Remorse Vile Assault to heal 5. That seems kind of bad. I could go Vile Assault to go on the offensive. Run up here and go after this archer. I'm very likely to kill this archer if I attack it and retaliate onto it. Unfortunately, if I move into this corner, if Drifter is faster than Banner Spear... Okay, I have no idea where I was. It's been like an hour. But I finally got the baby back to sleep. I did spend some of that time looking and assessing my situation here. I think... Man, yeah, it runs so choppy. I don't know if you guys see that, like, see the lag every time I move the camera, but it's unpleasant. This 1 health Drifter, I think I'm going to need a lot from. Let's see, it's 2 movement for this guy to get here, and these guys have initiative of 50 per the scenario rules. Yeah, 50 for the purpose of focusing. I guess we didn't go over any of this, but, I mean, this is just a demonstration of the mod, so... I think I need to go, like, super offensive. I think I need to play No Remorse bottom with Vile Assault top. I mean, because this is attack for 5, attack for 4, attack for 4. That could potentially one-shot, like, this elite archer. Or I could one-shot this archer, and I could do good damage here. If I crit, I could kill the archer and the guard, which would be insane. I might have to start losing some cards to damage, but... that's fine. That just is what it is. Another option would be if I could, like, move forward with Banner Spear and pull this guy in to group him up. But I guess that can't really happen, can it? I'm also kind of just disregarding this priest completely. But I think this is going to be what I need to do, is No Remorse with Vile Assault. The question is just where exactly I'm going to end up going. And I have no idea what the answer to that is. If I go here, then I would be able to, like, step forward and pull Archer in or pull Guard in and disarm with Banner Spear. And that's something. I don't know. This doesn't really matter. We're not really, like, super worried about getting, about winning the scenario, right? I mean, we're just playing to test the ROM. No movement out of guards. That's actually really nice. That works really well with this plan that I came through. And so it's attack with poison. Sucks for Blinkblade. Oh, it really sucks for Blinkblade because we were going to poison ourselves. And now we can't do that. Actually, yes, we still can. Okay, so this is the only guy who will get a turn. He is attacking. It's default attack, so it's attack for 5. That's kind of disgusting. And it's going to deal 5. And it's going to poison. So you love to see that. And then all of the other guards just get a shield. I actually definitely think that this was in my favor. We also have healing out of Priest, which is not going to be a big deal. He sees 1, 2, 3 to get to this guard, or 1, 2, 3, 4 to get this way. So he's going to be running towards this guard and just doing nothing, which is very nice for me. So I guess we are now on Blinkblade's turn, because we did go fast. Did I eat my token? I think I did. And so we will go ahead and go with Sand of the Hourglass first. And then this happens at the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, play 1 card from your hand to immediately perform the top or bottom action of the card. So we'll do this first so we can heal to remove that poison from ourselves. Unfortunately, there's nobody next to us to get the heal. And now we will end the turn poisoned, but at least we get to do damage, right? So we'll poison ourselves to go with Power Leak to attack both for 4. So first in the guard, he has a shield. I can't remember if he's poisoned or not, but we get a -1. He is poisoned, so it was attack for 4, so it does 3 damage. And then attack for 4 into the archer. It's going to deal 4. And then now it's the end of our turn, so we'll pay a token to play Sap Speed. So first the archer, what do we need to kill? We need a 0 at advantage to kill. Okay, we got a +1 and the crit. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, I wish I had done the guard first. Okay. We killed this guy, and then now into the guard. The poison and the shield counteract, right? So it's attack for 3. It'll deal 4. And yeah, we paid the token, so that will finish the Blink Blade. I think I didn't get either experience point. That's not really on the mod. That's definitely user error, failing to get that experience. We're on Drifter. So we're playing No Remorse and Vile Assault. I believe I'm doing the loss on both. I mean, unless I want to just move forward and heal. Maybe there's an argument for that. What do we have out of archers? That's their standstill. Yeah, that's their power shot. What's it called? Yeah, power shot. So we killed this one. This guy's going to be hitting hard, but he'll be adjacent to Banner Spear. This guy's going to be hitting, but I guess if I move down, then he wouldn't target Banner Spear. So I've got options. I definitely could slow play here. The guard's not hitting is actually quite nice. But since the guards aren't hitting, I think there is no reason to slow play. So we'll play hard. So we'll move 3 and attack for 5. With No Remorse. So attack for 5 with the Crushing Weight. And then we've got to move 2 after. It's player 3. It's going to deal 5 because he's poisoned. And then now I need to move here with the move 2. And then Vile Assault is going to give me attack for 4 with poison, attack for 4 with wound. I'm thinking... Okay, so first the attack for 4 with poison. This is really dumb, but I kind of want to go into the guard. And I'm really dumb, so that's what I'm going to do. So it's attack for 3 because he has a shield. And it does 5. And he'll eat a poison. And then now I would love to see like a +2 or a crit here. This is attack for 4, 5 because of the poisoned with wound. On the other part of Vile Assault, so show me crit. No. So we deal 5 damage. And wound. And that'll finish that. So now we're on to Banner Spear. So Banner Spear played Javelin, so it's going to be move 1. What is it? 2. Move 1 and then pull at range 3, and then we'll do Rallying Cry. So the only thing it makes sense to pull is this archer, so we'll just pull him for 2. We now are at the Rallying Cry formation. We need a +2 here to kill, so that's not very likely, but we'll grab the experience for it. We get a +1, so 1 health remaining on this guy, and he's disarmed. Oh, it's the priest. So he's just going to do his move and heal, and so he sees 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess Blink Blade was first, right? So he would see this spot, or 1, 2, 3. So he just moves towards this guy, and now there's nobody in range for him to heal. And then finally the archers. This guy suffers from his wound, so if we had gone to +1, he would have died, but unfortunate. He'll hit Drifter at disadvantage. And he did not miss. So we will just drop... Destructive Fury, I think, is fine to drop so that we don't take damage. The Relentless will go off, which will make him die to retaliate. And now we're in a pretty fine spot. I think that this should be easy cleanup from here. Can end this round. Did we miss any loot? I guess not. This guy's not disarmed anymore because I did it on my turn. So I guess you have to manually track that. Prudent Reparation Bloodletting bottom makes a lot of sense to me here. Just so that we can make sure we're fast. I would love to do Fortitude. because I could hit this guy over here. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll just play cards. And we'll just play cards. We'll go fast, so that'll take a token. And then, let's see. I guess if I go here quickly on Blinkblade, then I would be in a Tip of the Spear. I don't have Tip of the Spear, but we're in an unbreakable wall if I just go here. So that will be just fine. So we'll just play Set for the Charge with Unbreakable Wall. And that should get us through. I believe we can start the round. Banner Spear, then the Priest is disarming, but he's down on this guard, so he'll be hitting him. So 8 speed is their attack for less with disarm. Guards are standing still again. They're retaliating, but we underspeed with Drifter. That really sucks for Blinkblade. That really sucks for Blinkblade, because we played Cascading Reaction. Maybe we'll just do nothing on Blinkblade. Can I get over here if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? I could reach the Priest. I don't know if that's really worth it. It's fine. So Banner Spear first. We'll go right here with the movement from Set for the Charge, and then Unbreakable Wall. So first we will hit the Archer. So we're hitting these 3 hexes. Hit the Archer first, and then this guard. Archer dies. I wish we had done the other order. We still deal 5 damage because he's poisoned. We get to kill that guy. Move here, so that's done. Now it's the Priest who is just going to stand still and hit this City Guard. So it's attack for 2, so it does no damage, and it disarms him, but he never attacks. Drifter first. These guys are retaliating, right? Let's see. What did I play with Drifter? Bloodletting, Prudent Preparation. I mean, it definitely makes the most sense to just do Bloodletting top into this guy. And then if we kill him, we get the tick back. I'm pretty sure that kills. Oh yeah, he had 2 health. Overkills significantly. And then I guess I just heal myself for 2. That'll be fine. I could walk next to this guy, but it doesn't really matter. I really want to figure out how to do the loot. I don't know. This guy sets Retaliate. Blinkblade doesn't want to deal with that, so I guess I'll just do a default move instead of Temporal Displacement. Default move 2. And then I'll still do the loss on Cascading Reaction. It's fine. Default move 2. I guess that means that I'm hitting him. Do I not have any cards in hand? I'll lose 2 from my discard. It doesn't matter. Attack for 3. He has 1 shield in the poison, so it'll deal 3. He'll take a wound. I'm not sure if I did the experience or not. I take 2 retaliate, so I'll lose sap speed and sand in the hourglass. That'll be fine. And then I've got move 3. 1, 2, 3 to hit this guy. So he's got 1 shield. Yeah, 1 shield. So it's like an attack for 2. But we draw the Bless, so that'll deal 6, which the shield reduces to 5. Very nice. And we get to wound this guy as well. And that'll finish Blinkblade. And then it's just the Archer, and we killed all the Archers. So that's the round. Blinkblade's just gonna... Oh, that was a loss. Just short rest. That's fine, we don't need that. We'll just go fast and play Twin Strike with... I guess Power Leak is best. Kinetic Transfer is actually kind of funny, because like I could push him into here, and then if he doesn't have enough movement, he wouldn't be able to step away to remove the disadvantage, or I could push him in, and then I could step forward and force him, if he gets multi-target, to hit the City Guard. But Twin Strike Power League is definitely best, because I can just ignore his shield and do damage to him. Or maybe Twin Strike top with Kinetic Transfer bottom is actually kind of interesting, because then even if I draw a bad modifier, he only has 1 shield. I actually kind of like that more. Hopefully he doesn't draw like the disarm. Does it matter what we do on Banner Spear? Probably not. If I can move 3 on Drifter and hit this guy, then I could just move 3 and hit him with Pincer Move, although I don't have a move 3. So maybe I'll just go after this guy. Unfortunately, I can't pull him in, so let's just short rest and do... Yeah, Driving Inspiration's fine. We'll just do Resolve Courage bottom with Driving Inspiration, and we'll hit the guy down below. We'll let this guy come up and hit Drifter. Drifter will just long rest, it's fine. So Banner Spear will increase the damage with Resolved Courage, and then Driving Inspiration. This is on the bottom guy, so he's poisoned, so it's attack for 4 with advantage. So it'll deal 5. And it'll set light. And that's that. We're going fast on Blink Blade, so Blink Blade's next. Guards are hitting hard. Priest is healing and blessing. So Blink Blade is going to do Twin Strike bottom. No. We were going to do Twin Strike top, right? So attack for 2. He's 1 shield. It does 2 damage. How much health did he have? And then move, gain the experience, and then attack for 3. So this attack for 2, so a 0 will kill. But we pull a -1, but then kinetic transfer, we just move next to him, and he suffers 1. So he'll die. Oh, I guess I don't actually, I don't need to do that because he's wounded. So instead, I'll come over here and make this guy suffer 1. And then now both of these guys will die to their wounds. So guard's next, so this guy will die. This guy sees Drifter, so he'll come forward, and this is attack for 5. And he crits. But it's okay, we had a card in hand, and that'll take a tick from us, so he'll suffer 2. And then the Priest will go, and he dies before he's able to add a Bless to their deck. And then the Drifter does his long rest. So we'll get... Oh. We have 3 more turns. Oh, it wasn't even close. So I guess we'll just go fast and double hit this guy, right? Blink Blade's got to go slow here. That doesn't really matter. And then Banner Spear's got, like, infinite stamina. I guess moving a lot and disarming is the best. And so Banner Spear will go here. And, I mean, it's a formality at this point, right? We deal 1 damage with Rallying Cry. Gain 1 experience. He's disarmed. Drifter will attack him for 3. Yeah, I've got 2 charges left of Crushing Weight. So 3 in a wound and then 4. I miss. And I miss? Come on. That's just cruel. Blink Blade is slow, so this is going to be the attack with Strengthen card. So I guess he... Oh, no, he can't attack because he's disarmed, right? So he'll just get Strengthened. Make it his turn. I assume that makes it his turn? No? No, we can't strengthen him? I don't know. I mean, it gave us an error message. It'll let us strengthen Banner Spear, but it won't let us strengthen the guard. Is it because it wasn't set as his turn, or? Okay, I mean, I guess he can just keep it on his head like that. And then Blinkblade can come up here. All right, there's no point in finishing this. We obviously can tell that with my very large number of cards, we would win. So how do we end a scenario? That I do not know. Scenario 1. So what is this going to do? So did it give me... No. It did not give me any of my loot. Because I'm pretty sure I picked up some. Okay, yeah, it's still right here. So I got 1 wood and 1 rock root. Where is it? There it is. I do very much like that you can click here and change the numbers. Cannot do that in the other version. So it's very nice if you need to add 30 gold to be able to type 30 rather than having to click 30 times. But yeah, it didn't automatically do the loot, which is a little sad. I mean, it's definitely possible that I was just looting incorrectly. I don't know what other ways there would be. I mean, the fact that there's no button here to give you the loot makes me wonder if I was missing something. I don't know. Why do these look so weird to me? Why can I not find snow thistle? And then 1 hide. What about inspiration? Did it automatically give me my 1 inspiration? No, it did not. So that's something you'll have to manually remember that I would probably always forget. You get 1 or 2 inspiration, or 0, depending if you played 2, 3, or 4 player. Oh, it did not put up the scenario when we hit completed. So if I hit refresh scenario list, is A Town in Flames still going to be here? It's still here. But it's... No, that's... weird. It double gave me the XP, but... Oh, yeah, it gave me the completed scenario XP. I'm very confused as to why it didn't... remove the... Where did my characters go? Did my characters... Okay, my characters got placed back here. And this got reset. So I think there's a... I know I saw it before. There was a button to... just... delete map? Is that what we push? Okay. I guess that's... I guess that's what you do. But doing that deleted the scenario book. If we wanted that. So that's a little frustrating. I mean, now that I know that order of operations, we would know to just do that differently, but still a bit sad. And now the loot cards are gone, but it did not add it automatically. And the loot thing is totally gone. I guess they sit over here. Yeah, I'm not... Let's just test out this building phase. Also, let's test out the events. I didn't do any of the events. So we would have summer outposts now. Okay, so we've got 20 active. So I guess we just hit this. Take a little while to load. A while. I guess it's like loading the deck for the first time. What is it doing to the... Yeah, we went over 3,000 megabytes of memory being used. Okay, it did give us a random one, 19, so any one of the first 20. And then obviously we would do option B because you want to add good winter events. So I guess we just flip it ourselves. And then, so Winter Outpost 61 to the Winter Outpost deck. So, available? How do we add this? Well, did that just give me a random available Winter Outpost deck? Okay, so I can search. Oh, okay. Wait, was it supposed to give me 42? No, 61. Okay. Okay, so we would just have to do a search. But now this stuff's in the way again. 61. We found it. And then do we just... Okay, well, that put it back into the active deck. I don't know how you put it back into the available deck if you accidentally took it out of there. I guess you could open this and drag it in like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you do the events. Okay, I like that. I do like that. I think that is better. And then building a building. So what happens if I upgrade the craftsman? So obviously I don't have the resources, but it's fine. Okay, so we upgrade it, and if we just push this, so did it do the prosperity? Do we need to do the prosperity? Yes, we need to remember to do the prosperity. And then if we click this, it's going to automatically put more items in here. Okay, I put them next to him. What? Group. Okay. And then now I assume they're all going to be in here. And yes, they are, because this is longer than it was before. Okay. I think for the most part, I experienced most of what this version has to offer. Let's see. So, I mean, I haven't taken time to script my final thoughts to you know, neatly organize any and everything that I have to say. Overall, I mean, it's not fair, but I significantly prefer the version that I've put thousands of hours into, right? I mean, I think that's pretty safe to say. I would say my biggest issue with this by far is just how poorly it performs. And, you know, we could call that a skill issue. That is, I mean, my computer is very bad. I don't use my computer for very much. The only other game I ever play is Diablo 4. And my computer runs that pretty decently on high graphics. Not like ultra or anything, but I don't remember if I do medium or high. But I know I was able to step it up from low. So I know I tested both medium and high. I don't know which one I settled with, but you know, Tabletop Simulator, the program does not run things very well. It itself is very laggy. I mean, obviously it's a very complicated program and very difficult to be able to run every board game in existence. So it's very impressive that it exists, but it does not run things well. My computer does not run things well. So if you do not have a superpowered machine, this mod will probably not work very well for you. At least it will be, you know, when I was about halfway through the scenario, I did not want to keep playing because it was hurting my eyes. That was kind of, you know, we just rushed straight through, and we didn't finish it in the end. You know, some of the user interface things, I'm sure that if I had never played any other version, I would be totally fine. I would probably like the way these character mats are set up, but just as it is for me, having experienced other things, it's just I don't particularly like it. You know, when it comes to having cards in the active area, 4 is not very many. There's one locked class in particular where you're very likely to have 6 or 7 potential cards in your active area, so I don't know exactly how that would work. In the other version, I don't use the active area on the player mats either. I just put it right under the... I put it... Well, I mean, basically, there's a section like this that's just right under the board, but it just has the cards you've played for the area, and that is where I put my cards, like the drifters, tickers. I am not a fan of the camera that it automatically places when you switch characters, because it just doesn't... this camera itself doesn't really help me with much of anything. I would just like to be able to place and manipulate this camera myself, which maybe there's a way to do. I just didn't see it. Yeah, basically, like, all of the cameras, I would like easy access to be able to alter them, because I don't really like how top-down this view is. I myself prefer a more slanted view. Let's see. Yeah, I really think that the initiative tracker would be bolstered by... I mean, it already uses... We already have the scans for all of these in the game. So I'm kind of surprised... that it doesn't just show this card when you click on this, because, you know, this card is pretty. Like, it's got colors. I don't know why we have just like a black box. And it would be even better if this could do the math for you. But I can understand why that would be more difficult. Some of the stuff is very unintuitive. I'm fine with dragging the conditions onto things, but like we saw that strengthen on the guard didn't work before. It works this time. I don't know what that error was. Maybe it was because I put it like kind of in between the two and it didn't know who to put it on. I'm not sure. I think that's basically it. I don't know. Maybe you know what? I'm going to pause here and try to collect some final thoughts. Okay, well, I messed around with it a little bit more. I did find something quite cool. You can right-click anybody, and it gives you this apply condition thing. That's very nice. I really like that. That's really cool. It even has the little things, so like if you're playing Deathwalker and you can mark things to show that they are marked for death to give you a shadow when they die, you can apply that right there, which is really cool. I like that. I could not figure out the loot. If there's a way to do it, if there's a way for the loot to be automated, I did not find it. So it'll have to be manual, and then make sure you give yourself your loot before you end the scenario. And I guess if you... So maybe apply the loot as you get it, and then just don't fail a scenario. Or if you do, go back to town. I don't know. I don't think I really have much else to add. You know, I think that this has the potential to be good. I'm very concerned. I tried to delete everything that I possibly could. I deleted the map. I deleted the rule book, all the extra stuff. That did not help with lagging issues at all. I still have a really bad frame rate. It still chugs moving side to side, and I mean, we don't even have very much loaded here. It did not lower the memory usage. I'm still sitting at 47%. with deleting all of that stuff. I think that this initiative tracker and the way that it works with enemies is I mean, it's just kind of an inferior version to all of the other any of the other tracking apps, Xhaven Assistant or anything like that. So I think that is about it. Also, there's this reload button on the monsters, but I don't really know what it does, because like I increased the archers to be level 5, level 7, and it doesn't do it. So I don't know, if you set the wrong difficulty, you just have to like delete them. But I mean, it's not a very big deal. But I think that's basically all that I have. Unfortunately, I wanted this to be more positive than it is, but for me, it just comes down to the fact that my computer can't really run it, whereas I run the other version just fine. So that is about it. I have 4 or 5 more levels already recorded of the other version, so those will be uploaded shortly. The next one's nice. It doesn't have any failed attempts or anything, so I can just straight upload it. I don't have to worry about anything. 4 of them are like that. The very final scenario I played with my Astral class before it retired. That one took me multiple attempts. But anyway, GG. Let's get out of here.